Read my last. Jay says here, read my last. I thought gamers hated AI, but they're okay with it when they're stealing games from PlayStation. Weird. I didn't realize they.
Oh yeah, they're okay with stealing games from a PlayStation.
They were using AI to do this with Astrobot. I didn't see that in the report that I read.
Doesn't matter, man. When them emulators are up, man, that PlayStation 5 pack is gonna be smoking.
Like, I don't think people understand that if that's how you're going to fight this battle for physical, it's a little counterproductive and a little ironic that you're fighting against the end of physical by going digital and stealing games, I guess. Like,
I mean, Lono, what can they do to fight? If they don't spend any money, they're going to lose. If they sell their PlayStation, they're going to lose, right? If somebody wants to fucking emulate, get the ROMs or whatever, so they can actually own these games digitally or whatever, they're still going to lose. Like, brother, is there any way to win against PlayStation? I mean, god damn.
If you want to know what happens when wanton piracy happens to a console, I mean, you can look at the Sega Dreamcast. Like,
okay,
we certainly don't want that to become the norm. Like, oh, well, we're angry that they decided to end physical, so now we're just going to steal. Like, I don't think people understand.
Hey, if buying isn't owning, right? Shout out to fucking It's a Hard Knock Life. If buying isn't owning, then, you know, piracy is not stealing, Lono.
What that means. Claude, it has Claude commits. Oh, okay, so they're using Claude. Okay. Time change. All these changes, did Sony get to you? That's a big change. Well, for now, it's just on Tuesdays. I've just had some things with my schedule where Tuesdays, it's very, very tough to go live in the morning, especially once my kiddos are back in school. Tuesdays in particular are a challenge, so we just decided to shift Tuesdays for now. Look at the PSP and the Vita for rampant piracy. They're going to steal regardless. If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing or something.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. So that because they decide to sell revocable licenses, you're allowed to steal. The justification for theft is always it's
Lono, stop!
Be a good consumer.
Stop! Not when you've been sitting here for the past week and a half. Digital rights ownership and everything. This is the way for you to own things digitally. Right? This is how it's got to be. That's how it's got to be, brother.
It's always amusing to me to see something so philosophically bankrupt, uttered so brazenly. They are stealing the games because it's not about physical specifically. It's about owning what you buy. If you pirate, you do own it, at least more than you do buying it digitally.
Yeah, and that's some bullshit that pirating the game is the only way that you can actually fucking own it. It's almost like they want you to fucking pirate the shit.
Well, ownership through theft, I would argue, is not ownership.
Fuck your argument. Right, once that game is on the hard drive, brother, I own it. Ain't nobody gonna take it away from me, goddammit.
Like,
that's the only way you can own it.
You have no claim on something you stole. That's the grand irony that people don't see in that philosophical view. It's a bankrupt view.
Oh, hey, well, if buying it isn't owning it, it's crazy that when you steal it, that's the only way that you can own it.
Because you are attempting to...
What about Sony and Microsoft stealing our data and selling it? Brother, great point. Great point. Oh, but they had to do it, right? He'll defend that
claim
shit.
You own something that you stole, which, no, you don't. Like, if you...
I assume Lono is totally fine with Sony taking 551 paid movies away from customers. I'm pretty sure he has an excuse loaded to go for that shit.
Broke into my house, and you stole my stuff, and you're like...
Oh, my God, not a house analogy.
Hey, I own that. You have no say over it. Like, I remember a guy getting really, really angry.
Oh, yeah, but we didn't steal anything, right? Someone else, did what they had to do and put it out there, and we just downloaded it, dude.
I worked at a call center. He had purchased...
Oh, my God. No, not when you worked at a call center. Stop it, Lono.
A bunch of burned movies from a friend, and he was really mad that someone stole them off of his desk. And I couldn't get over the irony of, like,
what a terrible friend. Did he start this off by saying he had a friend?
Say over it. Like, I remember a guy getting really, really angry.
Okay, a guy. I was about to say, that's your friend, and you didn't give a fuck about his movies getting stolen?
I worked at a call center. He had purchased a bunch of burned movies from a friend, and he was really mad that someone stole them off of his desk. And I couldn't get over the irony of, like, you're buying stolen movies, and you're mad that someone stole them from you. It's like, what claim do you have on something that you stole?
But he owned those stolen movies, dude. All right, I mean, this guy is like a fucking hall monitor. This guy is just a fucking wimp. I mean, I've never seen some shit like this. He's sitting there like, you deserved it. You deserved it. You stole those movies. Wow.
Oh, nothing. You have no claim on it. Like it's a bankrupt position from its head to its toes.
Yeah, this guy is a sucker, buddy. I've never seen no shit like this.
So Sony decided.
So he was okay with his friend. So he was okay and a friend. He was okay and a friend with someone who stole stuff. Well, he said a guy. He didn't say it was his friend. I had to go back and check.
To end physical is not justification for just wanton
Oh, 6, he's fine. Lono is fine if the corpo steals from him. Yeah, I guess so.
theft. To be like, well, if you won't sell me the game in the way that I want it sold to me, then I will just steal it.
Yes!
I think that that's absurd.
We know you do, buddy.
Be a good consumer.
Oh, we know you do, buddy. That's okay, all right? Who gives a fuck what you think?
It would be like going to a place that only does delivery and being like, well, I can't believe the only way you'll let me buy this is through delivery. I can't come in and sit down. And then you break in the middle of the night and steal all their food. And be like,
oh, no, he said a guy bought stolen movies from a friend saying, oh, you're right. He did say that. My bad.
Well, I don't like the way that you were going to sell it to me, so I'm just going to steal it. Like, come on, guys. Like, some of this is just utter foolishness, and you know it. It's
No, you're utter foolishness, brother. If they want you to buy the game, then they should accommodate you, and they should make sure that you have a reason to purchase it. If they don't, then fuck them, brother. That's just how it goes.
It's childish. Like, there's
brother, you're childish.
no merit. There's no merit to that at all. If you
It's video games. It's video games. Merit. Gives a fuck about merit. And listen, I really don't want to hear about merit for Mr. Membigo, right? And don't even get me started on those incentives for that Membigo. You're the last person to talk about merit, buddy. When they fucking are literally selling us games that we don't even fucking own. Stop it.
You have no claim on it. You didn't get it through proper means. You're
yeah, they did.
tripping on that one. Tripping.
Yeah, you're tripping. Let me play that back. Yeah, you're tripping on that. Get his ass.
You didn't get it through proper means. You're tripping on that one. Tripping on what? I like. You think that I'm gonna be okay with theft because you don't like the way they're selling you the game? Let me ask you something.
Yeah, of course not, Lono. We know you're gonna fucking side with the corpo. Surprise, surprise, man. And shut up the Ice Viper. Reforge is the one that burnt those discs. Hey, listen, no, he would never betray the corpo like that. He has too much merit, dude. Right? Shout out the Ice Viper, man.
Are you then well within your right to steal every single AA and indie title that doesn't do physical?
Oh my god. Not him hiding behind AAs and indies. Crazy, brother. You gotta stop with that false equivalency.
Within your right to steal every single AA and indie title that doesn't do physical?
Hey, you know what? But you know what? If you want to play that, Lono, if that's how we're gonna play that, then yes. Yes. I've pirated indie games, yes. If I don't feel like buying this shit, if they don't make it worth me buying it, then yes, I will pirate it. And I don't even need a reason to pirate it. Yes.
There's an ocean of games that do this every year. They cannot afford to do physical. It's too expensive. The production's outside their budget. They ship their...
Okay, but we're talking about PlayStation. PlayStation can afford to do it. This is their most profitable gen, by the way.
Independent game digital only. Are you within your right to steal from those studios then? Like... Your justification for theft is so bankrupt and inconsistent.
Brother, the way that you defend this fucking corporation is bankrupt, right? But I'm not gonna lie, it is consistent. You will defend anything, even when you're getting fucking hosed by this corporation. You're the main person sitting here beating the drum talking about how we don't have digital ownership, but now you're getting mad about piracy. The only way to actually own a game digitally.
You're just gonna go and steal from every AA studio, every indie studio that's like, we can't do a physical release. It's too expensive. Well,
yeah, if they want to, yeah, definitely.
Well, if buying isn't owning, then stealing isn't stealing or something. The frick, like that. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yep.
Like that.
And they don't even have to say that.
Come on. You know what you're saying is ridiculous. Like that.
What you're saying is ridiculous, Lono. I mean, this is insane.
You're justifying.
Right, and shut up the hijinks. Indies will outright say pirate if you can't get it, and that makes support and revenue rise. Dude, exactly. You are spitting fucking facts. I've seen indies say that, brother. And they'll be like, hey, if you enjoy it, just recommend it to a friend and everything. Word of mouth. I mean, dog, you are spitting facts. That is true.
Because you don't like the way they're...
That's what I'm saying. The devs who get it, get it. If you don't get it, then, fuck you and fuck your corporation.
Selling the product. That's ridiculous. You can just not purchase it. You have no claim on it. You don't. It's an attempt to have like claim of entitlement, like I'm entitled to that thing in the way that I think I should receive it. No,
Yes.
you're not. You didn't make it. You didn't create it. You didn't produce it. You didn't pay for its production. You have no claim on it whatsoever.
All right, all I can say is,
I'm a corporate bootlicker no matter what.
and you didn't make that game. It's not your game. You know,
Be a good consumer.
be a good consumer.
It's a form of protest? No, it's not. Protest, by definition, is not theft.
I definitely think the way that this emulator has been fucking being expedited and being made, it is 1,000% with all the shit that's going on with PS5 and everything. And I hope they get that emulator going, brother. That shit's gonna, with PlayStation, that shit's gonna bun that backside like a pepper. And shout out to Francisco Rowe. Sigs, you should know he is defending indie games is because it's the only way he can play a game with Madam and not get filtered.
Come on, you should know this.
I should know this, right? We haven't seen him play an indie game with Madam, right? He hasn't hit the goal in a little minute, right? Shout out to Francisco Rowe. If for pricing issues, few indie devs said to people, if you can't buy it, pirate it. And when you have the money, consider buying it. Yeah, I mean, dog, it's crazy, man.
Now, if you go and say, we're protesting this company, we don't like what they're doing, and you break in and steal their stuff, or you come in during normal business hours and you steal their stuff, you're not protesting, you're stealing.
Hey, but when we downloaded online, we're not the ones who took the game and put it out there, right? We just knew where to go to get it, right? I'm just saying. If you want to get technical with it.
You've crossed over. The words have meaning. They've got definitions and categories. And if you're like, I don't like what this company
Yeah, and you're right. Words have meaning, and that's why people call you a shill,
is
Lono.
doing, so
Conversations like this.
during normal business hours, I'm going to go in and steal from them. You're not protesting, you're stealing. Like,
Wow. And shout out to hijinks. Protest to participate in a public demonstration in opposition to something. Yo, he done went and got the dictionary, right? Shout out to hijinks. Right? It's looking like the logician is wrong, right? It's looking like the logician is wrong, man. Shout out to hijinks.
come on, boys. Come on. Let's be sensible about this.
Yeah, come on, boys, please, right?
Be a good consumer.
Be a good consumer. Think about the corporation.
You're not making the product. You're not producing it. It's not yours. You have no
Okay, but if they want our money, brother, then they're going to have to accommodate to the shit that we want.
claim on it. So
Yeah, I have been enjoying Kingdom Hearts, Chris Davies.
So stealing it, pirating it, whatever, that's not, you don't own it in that regard either. You took it.
Oh, brother, once that shit's on my hard drive, I own that shit. Can't nobody take it away from me.
If you went, you said that? Sorry, I'm just reading both. I've got 3 chats, Greg, so sometimes you're going to have to repeat yourself. If they were never going to buy it, is it a lost sale when it's an infinite digital supply?
That is true, brother. There are people who pirate everything, dog. And it's crazy because their way of fighting back on that shit is de novo. And all that shit is make people who wanted to buy the game not want to buy it because de novo fucks up performance. I mean, he's spitting facts from his chat. Shout out to Strub Dog. He's lying. No way he didn't use Napster in 2001. Hey, well, listen, one thing I'll say about
Be a
Lono.
good consumer.
He's a good consumer, right? Shout out to Strub Dog, man. I don't know.
Well, no, it is a lost sale. Like, if you were never going to buy it, just because they don't have digital supply like shirts on a coat rack, right? Like you go into a store and they've
Oh, no. Stop with the fucking
got all the
analogies.
shirts
We're on our third
on the
analogy.
rack, you steal that shirt, they've now lost inventory and can't sell it. So that's a literal loss for the company. The reason it's a loss
Brother, we're talking about digital shit.
digitally for them is
They're going to run out of stock of digital?
you're devaluing the product and you're giving other people a means to not buy it. Once it starts to spread, I mean, again, ask what happened to other platforms that had wanton piracy. What happens? It's catastrophic. It's a cascade of awfulness. It's not a good thing when people can do that. It'll completely destroy an
Yeah, a lost sale, you can't prove that, Lono. Not one lost inventory. Hey, you ain't lying about
entire
that.
ecosystem if people can just steal everything. Life flows with 26 months. If you eat the stolen food and it becomes part of you, can you still claim it is your body? This sounds like Ship of Theseus on drugs. Thank
I don't know what the hell you talking
you.
about.
Life flows for 26 months. The entitlement staggering. It really is staggering. It's like they're making a product. If you don't like the way that they're distributing the product, then just don't buy it.
Oh, wow. Just don't
Be
buy
a good
it.
consumer.
Come
Right, are we
on,
listen-
you should know
We listening to
this.
Marlon, right? Shut up the Rex Lawn. I thought we were talking about lawn chairs. I mean, brother, this conversation has gone all over the place, right? In his last stream, he was talking about George Washington. Right? Yo, shut up the Rex Lawn, man.
You have no claim on it. You don't. You have no claim on it. You're not entitled to it. It's not.
Oh, yeah, yes, we are. As gamers, we're entitled to it, brother. If you want to check out a game, pirate that shit. Most of the PlayStation games I pirated because they brought that shit over to Steam late and full price.
Nope. Not happening.
So I sell the high seas. They should have sold it better, right? If they wanted my purchase day one, man. And shout out to Bashi the Washi. He says, Siggy, he needs to be careful. Woke will go after him. He's denying that young black are not protesting and just looting and stealing. Whoa. Whoa, right? Yo, shout out to Bashi the Washi, right? He's really snatched off the veil. I'm not even going to get into that, right? You know, people try to snatch my black card all the time. Right? Shout out to Bashi the Washi, but I see what you're getting at there, man. Shout out to Bashi.
Yours. You didn't make it. You didn't pay for it. You didn't fund it. You didn't market it. You didn't invest in it.
Oh yeah, but here you are actually owning it, while the suckers actually bought the shit and they don't own it.
You didn't pay the staff to work on it. I'm telling you,
Yeah, but you played it and you enjoyed it, dude.
this industry, this hobby, is full of people that are parasites. Like,
Oh!
they're not gamers. They're parasites.
Oh!
To be a good consumer.
And I find this shit so funny. Let me hear that one more time.
You didn't pay the staff to work on it. I'm telling you, this industry, this hobby, is full of people that are parasites.
And I just find it so funny that you'll call gamers parasites. You know, you guys ever notice this? He'll call gamers parasites, but he'll never call a corporation greedy.
To be a good consumer.
Right? And this is what I mean. What fucking side are you on, brother? And people say you're a parasite in this space, brother, with these fucking pro-corpo
Like,
takes.
they're not gamers. They're parasites. They absolutely are attached to gaming for
You!
other things. Like, they're not
You!
here to be a part of the ecosystem. They're not.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
be a good consumer.
Yeah, be a part of the ecosystem, right? That wants to bend you over, right? And not give you anything, not allow you to own anything, right? And shout out to hijinks. Parasites, like people with 8-hour waiting room streams. Listen, I mean, brother, crazy hearing it from this guy, right? Extremely crazy hearing it from this guy, man. Shout out to hijinks.
If you even remotely take up for the studios or the publishers, they'll just call you a shill. It's like,
Yes!
what do you mean? There are
You are a shill.
be a good consumer.
That's what we mean, brother. Every single time we tune into your show, you are literally looking out for the corporate's bottom line, brother. I've never seen anything like this shit, right? Anyone that throat goats for corporations is an absolute parasite in this community. 1,000%, man. Shout out to Sponge Leader. Damn, Lono, no need to talk about yourself. Jesus, yeah. All I can say is projection, extreme projection, man. Shout out to Sponge Leader, man. Also, shout out to hijinks.
Countless developers right now that cannot afford to go physical. Are you
Okay.
within
Quit hiding behind the fucking indie devs, brother. We're talking about
your
PlayStation.
right to steal from them? There are so many AA studios and indie studios that cannot afford to ship physical. They only come to the market digitally. Do you have a right to steal from them?
Yes.
Bad take from the streamer. Argue against
Yes.
my take if you feel like you have a better one.
Oh, brother, no, there's nothing to argue. What more is there to say? With your arguments, brother, you'll start talking about a fucking grocery store. You'll start talking about owning when you worked at a call center and with movies and shit. Oh, there's no point in arguing with you, brother. You're extremely bad faith.
Do you have a better take? Look,
Probably.
are you against downloading ROMs and emulating games for games. They stop selling both physically and digitally.
Right, and shout out to Francisco. Lono the Parasite. Now I know where I got my explosive diarrhea from. Not Taco Bell. I seen that shit, brother. I seen that shit. Crazy, man. All I can say is I'm praying for you guys eating that Taco Bell, man. Taco hell. Shout out to Francisco Rhodes, man.
Or should people just be morally correct and just accept not being able to play? I think the minute that the product is no longer being sold physically or digitally, like if you download a bunch of ROMs for like Atari games or something, I don't have any problem with that because you're not actively stealing from the market at that point.
So he gets to choose when it's okay to pirate and not to pirate.
You're not. It would be like
Brother, I don't give a fuck if that shit just came out, brother. You better go and sell the high seas. All I can say is yo ho ho ho, yo ho ho ho. Right? Shut up, the sin, dude. It looks like Reforge, like the like the spit and a friction. Whoa, buddy. All I can say is
Yeah.
all right, yo. Shout out to Sin Duke cooking his ass, man. And also shout out to Golden Apples, right? Dubby's in the chat for Golden Apples. He's been a member for 6 months. He says, explosive copium. Well, to be fair, it's been a very tough week for Lono with the PlayStation news and everything, right? You should know this, man. Shout out to Golden Apples, man. Dubby's in the chat for Golden Apples. And also shout out to Sin
Like
Duke.
stealing bread from the dumpster behind the grocery.
Yeah, look at him flip-flop. I mean, he's somewhat cleaning it up, but it's just funny that he thinks he can, like, be the decider on when it's okay to pirate and not.
You're not actually stealing from the store. It's not a product that's being sold
Another fucking food analogy.
anymore. It's a loaf of bread in the trash. Like if you camped out behind Kroger in the bushes and they come out and throw food and you go grab that food, you're not stealing because it's been discarded. Old games like Atari games or Coleco games, they're no longer in the market. They're no longer being
Oh, so he's okay with people pirating or stealing old games, but the new games, nah, dude.
sold. Therefore, you're not stealing them. There's nothing being stolen. You're preserving them to a certain degree. So, like, again, if you went behind a place of business and, I don't know, they tossed out a bunch of products that they weren't going to sell anymore and it was too expensive for them to ship back or whatever the frick, and you went and took them, you're not stealing because they're not being sold. But when games are actively being sold, you don't like them the way in which they're being sold, you have
Then pirate it.
no right to steal that. Like, that's not... The fact that we even have to have this discussion is crazy to me. Like,
You ain't lying about
these are,
that.
to me, very...
Brother, if people are not, if people don't make their product appealing, if they don't give you a reason to buy it, then, you know, hey, it is what it is. Sell the high season. Shout out to Bashy to Washy. He says, Expedition 33, good price and game, didn't face pirate. Hey, brother, you're not lying with that one. Such a good game, man. Expedition 33 was fucking amazing, brother. Crazy, man. Shout out to Bashy to Washy.
right lines of, like, right and wrong. Like, if a company is making a game and they're like, we can't do physical, it's too expensive, you can't be like, well, I don't like digital only, so I'm going to steal from you. Like, that's a little ridiculous.
And I'll say what I say when we started this off. If buying isn't owning, then fucking piracy is not stealing, Lono. And the ones that get it, and the other people are just suckers. But I'm glad, you know, someone's going to have to subsidize and pay for this hobby.
Again, that it doesn't logically work. I feel
Yeah, it doesn't logically work for the logician, man. I mean, crazy. This is what he had to say about Astrobot being emulated and everything. I think he sees the writing on the wall with it, dude.
your family, thank you, Kat. Very few people are running emulation. It's pretty niche. It wouldn't prompt Sony to do anything. I
mean, there's not going to be much they can do.
The concern here is if you crack the seal on Pandora's box, it can open it up and piracy can become more rampant and more common with their games. That would be the concern.
Yep.
The concern would
And he's going to hate that shit.
be, you know, Astrobot is just the first domino.
Oh, Astrobot is your first domino. Astrobot has fallen, right? Yo, shut up the Web Dave. Atari games are still licensed today on all stores. See, I wouldn't even know, man. Shout out to Web Dave. Hit me with the facts, man. Talk that shit, Web Dave.
Astrobot could just be the first domino, and then the piracy could just become more common, and then you could have entire libraries of games that people are like, yeah, you don't have to buy anything from them anymore.
Yeah, if we're lucky, right? That's what I'm hoping for. If we are fucking lucky, man. Right? Now, peep this shit right here. If we are lucky, brother. I'm looking forward to that future, right? Nintendo's next.
$10 super chat from the OA. People cheering emulation to harm Sony, and they proceed to emulate a game that will harm 70% more of a dev studio that literally has nothing to do with Sony's decision. Make that make sense.
Fuck the devs.
Well, this is the problem. Okay.
No. No, the problem is that PlayStation doesn't want to offer ownership, right? That people don't want to get into PlayStation's ecosystem. They want to actually own games, so they got to take matters in their own hands. That's what it is. They're not providing a product that's worth buying.
We live in a time where action doesn't require good information. Action just has to require fervor and heat, and then people feel good. Like, they don't care if they hurt Team Asobi. They don't care if they hurt those devs. They don't care. Do you want to know why? Because they don't care about any of this.
Brother, they just want to play games. They're not fucking LARPing.
They don't. A lot of the people involved, I would argue, out of the thousands of people brigading and doing this every day on Twitter, a fraction of them actually care. The rest of them are just along for
Brother, if people are taking time out of their day to show up underneath those tweets, they
the
care.
ride because it's fun. It's fun to brigade. It's fun to scream and yell. It's fun to destroy things. Like, a lot of the times the people that are like,
Holy, their own fan base hurt Team Asobi. They didn't buy Astrobot. Hey, you ain't lying. But again, dude, that wasn't meant to be a chart topper, right? You should know this.
lighting the city on fire because the team won or lost, they do it either.
Here we go with the sport analogy.
Either scenario. A lot of the times the people doing that aren't even like fans. They're just like, this is fun. They like to be destructive. Like they sort of relish in the chaos. I think a lot of the people
They just want to be disruptive. They just want to see PlayStation die.
that are like, oh yeah, we should just steal games. That's what we should do. We should emulate and steal games. That'll teach Sony. How is that going to teach Sony? That's not going to do anything to Sony. If you managed to
Fucking Sony is impervious. Nothing will phase Sony. Nothing will do anything to Sony. I mean, how many times have we heard this guy say this? It doesn't matter what you do. PlayStation is untouchable.
emulate and steal a game on its launch date, and it was pirated and distributed like in large numbers, and it actively hurt the sales. I'm creating a hypothetical. It actively
You're just talking out your ass.
hurt the sales of that game. You're not hurting Sony at all. You're hurting that studio. Like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the idea
Hey, you riding with them, you dying with them.
this is going to hurt Sony is silly. It's completely wrong-headed. $8 from...
Yeah, but you're going to sit here and fucking cope about it, ain't you? Right? Now, peep this.
Game Logic said it best. We're in an info war. We are.
An info war.
We are.
We need war.
It's always war with these guys.
And I was talking about this with you guys yesterday in the green room, and I was talking about it today with Creature.
Did he pop up from underneath that desk?
I don't know. I don't know how to engage in this environment and not just basically make people mad, because I'm not willing to go along with like the mindless anger.
Because you're a shill.
Be a good consumer.
And you must defend PlayStation, and that's not popular right now. Now, typically, to be fair, right? Typically, you guys take over the narrative and you run defense for PlayStation and everything, but that's just gone out of style, Lono.
Because I know that's what drives clicks, and that's what gets a lot of attention. I'm not going to go along with it. I don't agree with it. It wouldn't be genuine. It would be a grift. I would be faking. I would be.
Yeah, I'm glad you're being yourself.
It would be an act. It wouldn't be real. It's not how I really feel about this. I can be unhappy that people are losing choice to buy
You're
physical, while also being like, we were pretty much going to arrive here at some point in the future.
Downplaying it and justifying it.
Regardless of when it was happening, I felt like we were always headed.
Right, and shout out to Razor Ultron. He says, I'm here for a Walla Wednesday with the Filipino Hammer.
I hammer them.
I don't know who that Filipino Hammer is. Shout out to Razor Ultron.
Here, I watched it happen with PC. I watched physical just go away on PC. I remember a time when I would go to the store and buy PC games. I remember doing it.
Hey, but they saying you can still have physical games on PC.
I have.
Now, granted, they're not selling physical games, but you get what I mean.
I still have a lot of them. I have the Diablo 2, what was it, Lord of Destruction or something? Collection. I have that. I have an original Far Cry. I have the
so amazing, Lono.
I have the cardboard box still. I think for Far Cry 1. I think it's
Prove it, Lono. Y'all don't believe him.
Far Cry 1. Is it Far Cry 1? I think it's the first one. Like, I remember doing that, and I watched it happen over there, and I was just like, I think always in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, I mean, that's just where we're going to end up eventually. And I don't like when people lose those choices and those options, but that's just kind of the...
Yeah, you don't like it, but you'll argue to why it happened, and you'll pretty much defend PlayStation while you're doing
way
it.
The world works. This is just kind of...
Don't gaslight us, Siggy Wiggy. We know you're the Filipino Hammer. False.
The way it goes. Like, I think some of my struggle with these subjects is I hold a lot of this stuff loosely in my hand. Like, it's not paramount for me. It's not.
Yeah, you just want to be
a good consumer.
You just want to be a good consumer.
It's not identity defining. It's not.
If he bought those stuff, why is it not in his background? Oh, well, he has to make room for the Yote sash, the Yote mask. Like, come on, listen.
Come on, you should know this.
You should know this.
Life or value defining for me. It isn't. This to me is a hobby that holds a special place in my heart. I love it. I'm gaming every night. I'm having a blast sharing games with my kids, sharing games with my wife. You know, I'm enjoying the Doom the Dark Ages DLC. I love when my kids get W's in Fortnite and they play together and they come and tell me we won. My wife and I literally watched them win a Fortnite game together the other day. Like,
Aww.
I really do like gaming. It's a huge part of my life, and I'll probably always
Yeah, you just don't do it on stream
will
ever.
be. But I hold a lot of this stuff loosely in my hands. I'm just like, yeah, maybe going through what I went in 2020 plays a role. I'm just like, yeah, a lot of this stuff is just very transient and can be completely, uprooted and destroyed. And it's like, so I don't hold a lot of it in that level of like regard and reverence. I'm just,
I mean, holy, right? Another 2020 stream, right? Come on, you should know this, right? Shut up the Jet Screamer. I see Lono as a Sony employee LARPing as a gaming critic to sway opinions. All he needs is a Sony employee nameplate. Oh, buddy, he doesn't even need that, right? He doesn't even need that. All I can say is
sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
he's got a lot of rank in the PlayStation community, man. Shut up the Jet Screamer. He brought it back to that shit. Oh, yeah, you will.
Come on, you should know this.
I told you, if you didn't know what happened to Lono in 2020, you tune into one of his streams and you will find out.
It's like, yeah, well, and that's why I'm like, I think consumers should be protected. I think consumers should be able to refund. I think
Okay, so why are you sitting here getting pissy about an emulator?
consumers should be able to have digital claim or ownership claim over the things they purchased
So then you should favor piracy because that's the only way to actually own it.
digitally. But I'm not going to sit here and yell and scream about something that, number one, I kind of always knew was going to show up.
Oh, but you yell and scream about layoffs when they happen with Xbox.
Number two, I hold a lot of this stuff loosely in my hands. It just doesn't hold that level of prominence in my worldview or my
Yeah, consumers getting fucked over and losing options. That just doesn't move the needle for Lono.
sense of identity or any of that. I'm just like, yeah, we're going digital, I guess.
Yeah. We're going digital, I guess. All right, no more ownership, no more options. Yeah, PlayStation storefront is a monopoly. Oh,
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
I guess,
$2 from Forget Me Not.
I mean, crazy work from fucking Lono. Insane, dog. Now peep this, because this shit, as you guys can see, this is really starting to weigh on our boy Lono. Peep this shit right here, brother. Why do you have a member goal then, right? I did see that he talked about the Steam machine, right? Or what Gabe said, right? Peep this shit right here. And shut up the Ice Viper. All the PlayStation stuff behind him, but he's not a fanboy. Listen, he knows he most definitely is a fucking fanboy, man. Shut up the Ice Viper, man. Peep this shit right here.
Gabe Newell said it right. Piracy is a service issue. Getting rid of consumer choice and driving them to a platform that's that's solely controlled by them and not wafting it to put stuff on sale very often. I don't agree with him. I think he says that to placate his audience that would get mad if he said anything negative about piracy. That's my personal take. Saying that piracy is a service issue. No.
I mean, but Lono, who's more qualified to speak about this, right? You ain't never sold Nathan, but besides that coffee. And we know how that worked, right? I mean, come on, brother. 1,000% is a service issue.
Piracy is a theft issue, and he doesn't want to say that because he's placating his audience. There's a massive amount of people that engage on that audience.
Is that why they allow you to add non-Steam games?
That would be fuming mad if he said anything negative about piracy.
Lono knows more than Gabe, and yeah, apparently.
I think his comments are ridiculous. Oh,
Wow.
it's a service no, it's a theft problem.
Yeah, it's a theft problem. You gamers are just thieves, right? But like I said, but he'll never call a corporation greedy. Just saying.
Like, it's just people stealing. What do you mean? It's a service issue? Like,
What he means, if you provide them with a valuable service, people will buy the game instead of stealing it. Quote unquote, stealing it.
what are we even talking about? It's just a platitude because he doesn't.
Oh, God.
Just platitude after platitude
Is this where the
after platitude.
Right? Just platitudes. Almost pushed another soundboard bite right there. Button. Just platitudes. Everything's just a platitude. Let me guess, Lono. It's just vapid. I mean, holy, right? Shut up the Strub dog. He says, where is the Filipino review of Lono's coffee? Well, listen here. Well, there wouldn't be a Filipino review But there is a review. I actually did review it. Right? For the people, if you want to go back and look, I did it on a live stream. I actually did review the coffee, believe it or not, right? Shout out to Scrub Dog.
Doesn't want to say anything negative about piracy. It's a platitude. It doesn't mean anything. What do you mean it's a service issue? What are you talking about? So
Yeah. You don't even know what the fuck he's talking about, but it's just a
if
platitude.
you made the service better, people would stop
What about the Russian market? That was impossible before Steam. That's a good point.
stealing.
I'm pretty sure that's what this statement is spawned from.
Like what? Okay.
Yeah, give people a service worth purchasing, and they will buy it instead of stealing it. 1,000%.
Like you think that
Yeah, it means the service sucks.
that's why people steal? They steal because they're like, oh, I don't like consoles. Like that's not why people steal games.
Oh my
People steal
God.
We need war.
That's what he took away from it. People steal because they don't like consoles.
games because they can. That's like saying cheating is a service issue. People cheat because they can, brother. Like,
Wow.
$5 from Forget Me Not. Did you see Colin's most recent tweet? Could happen.
Okay, we're talking about Colin Moriarty. Let's get out of there. I mean, wicked. I can't believe he said that shit. I mean, holy wicked work from our boy Lono. But to be fair, I'm really not that surprised. Now peep this shit right here. Right, peep this shit right here. 1 second.
You guys have a good one. I'm tired of the Xbox troubles and the PlayStation physical topics for the past 2 weeks. It's just everywhere.
Aw.
Brother, if I could wave a magic wand and give us more exciting things to talk about, I would do it.
Aw, it's not a PlayStation bad. If I could wave a magical wand, nobody would be fighting for consumer rights. They would just let it go.
I spent
Right, shout out to Potato Bear. PS5 emu would never happen if physical existed, by the way. I mean, brother, it definitely looks like them taking that option away has fucking expedited that shit, and I'm all here for it, man. Shout out to Potato Bear.
the entire
And the consumers are winning because of that.
morning scouring and scouring and scouring, looking for something more interesting to talk about. There's no.
It's just PlayStation bad.
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
I looked throughout the internet, right? I looked all throughout the internet. It was nothing but PlayStation bad everywhere that I looked.
Nothing. This has hijacked the entire news cycle.
Soulful, Lono, soulful.
I'll be real with you guys. The live stream that you're currently sitting in is holding on by a thread because I don't care. I'm done. I'm kind of tired talking about it too.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
oh.
Shut down and go play Doom. Like I don't.
Whoa, wait a minute. Why do you have to shut down to go play Doom? Aren't you the main person calling people grifters, saying that they're LARPing and everything? Why don't you just fire it up on the stream? Is it because you were sitting on Tuesday and you only have 92 members? Right? You want to talk about fucking grifters? Is it because we're only sitting at 92 members on a Tuesday when you expect 100 members per day? And I know that because you talk about it all the fucking time. Is that why you want to just call it a day? I mean, crazy, right? Why not play Doom on your stream, brother, and give him something to talk about? I mean, he can talk about other stuff or play games while streaming, brother. That's what I'm saying right now. But all I can say is
Not happening.
not happening.
We're all in this together, man. The news cycle is just, it's in a rut, you know? It's in a rut. We're about
I mean, mind you, literally like a week and a half ago, there was layoffs, people losing their fucking job, and he was happy as hell.
to cross over a threshold of like new games coming out almost every week, and that should purify the news cycle a little bit.
Yeah.
Be a good consumer.
Yeah, we'll have some more games, right? We'll have some more games that we could just buy, dude.
But today, your daily entertainment with me is holding on by a thread, boys. It's holding on by a thread because I don't want to sit here and do this either. But this is it. This is the topic. This is the current zeitgeist of interest.
Wow. Right? Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal, to be fair, Lono, right? Now, peep this. Even though he thinks everybody's fighting the wrong fight, by the way. Peep this shit right here. You guys are saying he sounds like Jeremy Hambley. Wow.
I'd laugh if the Xbox Helix had an optional disc drive and still does games on disc post 2028. I'd instantly switch to Xbox and ditch Sony, but I'm sure they won't do that.
Oh, no way he just told Lono that. To be fair, I don't think Xbox is going to do it. I don't see it happening, especially the shit that we just seen with people losing their accounts and whatnot. I just don't see it. I think physical is a thing of the past. Same thing with Nintendo.
I think anybody that does that, that would just be, maybe not you. That'd be so performative. Like, nothing's coming with you when you do that. You're starting all the way over. And you're praying.
Wow.
You're praying.
In a hypothetical world, to be fair, I don't think it's going to happen, brother. If they provide a disc, and this is a guy who enjoys disc, how is that performative if they're giving him what he wants?
When you do that, that they're going to have your back in 10 years. Excuse me. Now you're gonna run into the excuse me. You're gonna run into the arms of Xbox, and you're gonna be like,
yeah, you're a traitor. You're running into the arms of Xbox.
I'm gonna build a physical library over here. They could pull the same shenanigans in 5 years. They likely would.
But 6, Xbox bad. I mean, crazy.
Yeah, that's a good tweet. In Doom Eternal, you were a fighter jet. In Dark Ages, you'll be an Iron Tank. Slayer and Revelations DLC. It's a tank and a helicopter at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's a good tweet.
Yeah, a good tweet.
I'm fine with starting over. It allows me to continue buying games on disc a little bit longer.
Wow.
But to what end?
Oh, my God.
To what end?
Oh, brother, he wants to play disc. He wants to get physical, right? I wouldn't get my hopes up, brother. I think physical is a way of the past, right? But I mean, if they did do physical, I definitely think they could win some people over.
And Christopher.
Yeah, ownership.
Like, why? They could with the push of a button, they can undo everything that you're doing. Like, what are you achieving at that point?
Brother, there'd be a secondhand market. They'd be able to buy the games physical cheaper. They'd be able to own the games. I don't know, right? Shut up to Sin, dude. He says, if a company screws me over hard, I'm glad to start over. Well, you know, with Lono, it's
a good consumer.
All right. I mean, the average person, I think, would be in the same position, man. Shout out to Sin Duke, brother.
With all due respect, that just seems illogical. I'm going to start over.
Wow, everything. He's told everybody everything that you can do is just illogical. There's just no way to fight back against PlayStation.
I can buy them for just a little bit longer. To what end? If you know the physical thing's coming to an end, like, what are you achieving?
Ownership. He'll be able to play on his disc, buddy.
What? What are you achieving? Just more discs to sit there and not be usable in the future?
Oh my God.
Stop the fear mongering.
I mean, stop the fear mongering in this hypothetical situation, brother. If they bring back disc, that would be a win if you're a physical disc enjoyer.
At my age, I won't be around the next time console comes out post Helix.
Damn. And listen, I'm not trying to be that guy. I know I'm like a very young guy. He's like, nigga, I'm old. He's like, I ain't got that much time left. I'm not trying to laugh, but I mean, goddamn, you gotta laugh to keep from crying. Holy shit.
Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we may die. I don't know why you would bother trying to preserve this then. For CDs and DVD, you gonna take them with you, brother?
Oh my God, wow.
Do you want to have a real conversation about this? I mean, you gonna take the disc with you? You gonna take them with you when you die?
This guy right here.
You sound like a PS5 cheerleader.
He's like, oh, but when you die, right? Let's get philosophical. But when you die, you can't take those discs with you. Then why are you arguing about him having to start over? Like, what are we doing? This is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, what the flying frick? He literally said, are you going to be able to take the disc with you? I mean, insane, man. And shout out to Sponge Leader. Xbox rumor could be confirmed, disc and digital, and you can keep your physical copy. If Xbox confirms this, I'll gladly buy an Xbox Helix. I'm here for it. Hey, man, we'll see, right? Shout out to Sponge Leader, man. I have heard about that shit. We'll see, man. Shout out to Sponge Leader. Right, now we do have a little clip to show you guys, right? We got Bless from the Clip Gods, right? Why not? Peep this shit right here. 1 second, let me pull this sheet out. Right, because this was a little bit of sneak dissing about you know who, right? About oh no, it's Alex.
Sony's not gonna
1 second.
gonna start subsidizing. They literally do and will. That's what they do. They literally said I'm
pretty sure this is about the PlayStation 6.
In an earnings call The statement they made assumes they'll subsidize. They wouldn't take on significant subsidy, but the statement literally presumes subsidization. Like,
My
I don't
bad.
think people are understanding. There was a lot of false.
My bad. I actually brought the clip down. I'm so sorry.
They wouldn't take on significant subsidy, but the statement literally presumes subsidization. Like, I don't think people are understanding. There was a lot of false reporting about that. They weren't saying we won't subsidize. They were actually saying
I mean, brother, they were saying that they were going to barely subsidize.
that subsidy
And in a way, that's them saying that's just going to be very
is
expensive.
baked into the entire idea of bringing it to the market. It is. It is what they're doing now, and it is what they will do in the future. They were saying we're not going to take on significant losses, meaning we're going to have to find other ways of doing this. We can't just continue to take a loss on the device itself. So,
Brother, that shit's going to be expensive as hell because the shit with RAM is only going to get worse.
a lot of people have got really bad headcanon about the
That's not bad headcanon. That's what they officially said.
PS6. Because what you should be suspicious of is the Steam machine caused more people to talk about
We need war.
What does this have to do with the Steam machine, Lono?
the PlayStation 6 than the Steam machine.
What? What? I mean, dog, all I can say.
We need war.
I mean, crazy, right? Shout out to Francisco Rose. He says, bury me with my games, right? Yo, talk that shit, Francisco. Right? He says when he's gone, bury me with the games, right? I feel it, man. Shout out to Francisco.
I mean it. Just go look at people's content flow and their conversations. The Steam machine comes out
I wonder who he's talking
at a
about.
price that everybody was like basically laughing at given its power threshold.
Yes, everybody slam dunked on it for the performance that it offered at that price. Everybody talked shit about it. Everybody called it for what it was, and that's what it was.
And what it did was it just caused a bunch of people to go 10 videos deep on PlayStation. And it's like, oh. It's funny how that works.
Oh.
Steam Machine's price gets one video, and then 10 videos after it are all about PlayStation.
Oh my God.
Do you want to know?
I mean, do you not see the shit that PlayStation is doing, brother? He's mad that there's not a whole bunch of Steam Machine bad videos. Brother, people talked about that shit and they called it out. Nobody was defending it. The only person who defended it, ironically, was you. The only person.
Why?
Oh, because PlayStation just killed physical media and they're like in hot water about a whole bunch of dumb shit that they do? Right? And shout out to Strub Dog. He says the Steam Machine is a niche product. Yeah, I do agree with that. It is a niche product, man, but it sucks. It sucks that it's the price that it is. And Dreamcast guy was a moron and got it. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, only Dreamcast guy bought that shit and made a goddamn video about it. I mean, crazy, right? And shout out to Hijinks. He says manufacturing a Sony tax. Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, you know, all your PC guys, they're focusing on PlayStation instead of talking about the Steam Machine. It's like, it's almost like you don't need a Steam Machine to fucking enjoy PC gaming, but I guess, right? Look at him.
Would you like to know why?
Yeah, would you like to know why? It's because they hate PlayStation. Crazy. All right, crazy. I just wanted to show you guys that clip, right? You guys already know who he's fucking sneak dissing. Wicked. Wouldn't be a Lono stream without the sneak dissing.